Stop before you open your eyes, before you reach for your phone, before the world rushes in and pulls you away from yourself. I need you to stay right here with me for just one moment longer. Because something extraordinary is about to happen to you today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when everything finally falls into place the way you've been waiting for. Today, this day, the one you haven't even stepped into yet. Welcome to Carl Jung philosophy. And right now, in this suspended space between sleep and waking, between who you were yesterday and who you are becoming, you are exactly where you need to be. If you can, stay in your bed a little longer. Let your body remain still. Let the warmth of the covers hold you for just a few more moments. Because what we do in these first quiet minutes of the morning, the thoughts we choose, the energy we invite in, will shape every single thing that follows. This is not an accident. This is a design. And right now, you are being given the rare and sacred opportunity to design your day before it designs you. Take a breath, a slow, full, intentional breath. Let the air expand your lungs completely. And as you exhale, I want you to release everything that does not belong to this new morning. Release the worry from yesterday. Release the conversation that kept you up too late. Release the fear you have been carrying so quietly that you have almost forgotten it is there. Let it all dissolve right now, in this breath, in this moment. Because this is a new day, and it is unlike any day that has come before it. Now gently scan your body. Notice if there are any areas holding tension, perhaps tightness in your shoulders, a clenched jaw, a heaviness somewhere in your chest. These are the places where unprocessed emotion lives, where the residue of old experiences has settled without permission. Just breathe into those areas. Send your breath there like a warm light. And with each exhale, feel those places begin to soften and open. You do not need to carry yesterday into today. You are allowed to begin again. This is the first and most powerful truth of this morning. You have the power to begin again. Every single morning, without exception, without condition, without needing to have earned it. Now I want to draw your attention to something remarkable, something that is happening right now in this very moment without any effort or instruction from you at all. Your body is breathing itself. Think about that for just a moment. Right now, as you lie here, air is flowing in through your nose and mouth, traveling down into your lungs, and being absorbed into your bloodstream. Your heart is receiving that oxygen and pumping it through an intricate network of vessels, through your arteries, your veins, and down into the microscopic capillaries that reach every single cell in your body. Every cell, bathed in nourishment, sustained in life. And you did not have to think about any of it. There is an intelligence within you that is managing thousands of processes simultaneously, every moment of every hour of every day, without requiring your conscious attention. It regulates your temperature, it repairs your tissues, It filters your blood. It coordinates the firing of billions of neurons. It keeps your heart beating in a rhythm so precise that the most advanced technology in the world cannot fully replicate it. This intelligence is not separate from you. It is you. It is the deepest, most ancient part of you, and it is working tirelessly, devotedly, lovingly on your behalf, right now, in this moment. My body is a miracle, and I trust the intelligence within me in the comments below. Let that land for a moment. Your body, this body that you may have criticized, that you may have pushed too hard or neglected or felt frustrated with, this body has never stopped working for you. Not once. Not for a single second of your entire life. It breathes you. It heals you. It carries you. It has survived everything you have been through, and it is still here, still devoted, still working on your behalf. There is so much in this life that we move past without pausing to recognize. We are surrounded by miracles so constant, so woven into the fabric of our ordinary days, that we have stopped seeing them entirely. And when we stop seeing the miracles, we stop feeling the gratitude. And when we stop feeling the gratitude, we stop allowing the abundance that is always trying to reach us. So, let us take this morning to really see, to really feel, to really acknowledge everything that is quietly, faithfully serving you. Begin with the bed beneath you, the surface that held you through the night. While you were unconscious, while your mind was processing the events of the day, and your body was restoring itself at the cellular level, this simple structure supported you completely. It kept you warm. It kept you safe. It gave your body the rest it needed to show up for another day of living. Have you ever thanked it? Genuinely acknowledged it? Do that now. In your mind, send a wave of appreciation to the bed that carried you through the night. Then let your awareness expand outward. Think of the space you live in, the furniture that serves you day after day, the chair that holds you when you are tired, the table around which conversations are shared and meals are enjoyed. We often only notice our possessions when they fail us. But what about all the thousands of ordinary days when they simply, quietly, perfectly do their job? Think of the miracle of electric light, the ability to banish darkness with the flip of a switch. Think of how extraordinary this is. Think of the refrigerator that preserves your food, the stove that allows you to transform raw ingredients into nourishment, the washing machine that cleans your clothing. These are not small things. These are profound extensions of human ingenuity brought into your life to support you. Our relationship with the objects in our world reflects our relationship with the world itself. When we move through our lives with appreciation, with acknowledgement, with love, everything around us responds. Machines run more smoothly when they are appreciated. Spaces feel more peaceful when they are acknowledged with gratitude. This is not fantasy. This is the way energy moves. Now, think of your bathroom. Think of clean, hot water available whenever you choose. Water you can step into and let fall over your body, washing away not just the physical dust of living, but the psychic weight of yesterday. A century ago, this was unavailable to even the wealthiest people on earth. Today, it is yours, every single morning. Write 528. I am grateful for every miracle hiding in plain sight right now. The telephone that connects you to voices you love across any distance. The mail that carries words and care across the entire span of this planet in a matter of days. The radio, the television, the technology that brings art and music and story and information into your home. And beyond the walls of your home, the air itself, the breath that sustains you, the sunlight that pours through your window and regulates your biology, your mood, your sleep, your sense of being alive. Without it, nothing grows. Without it, the planet turns cold and barren and silent. The rain that falls and fills the rivers and nourishes the soil so that the food you eat tomorrow will exist. The wind that moves through the trees and clears the atmosphere. The moonlight that turns the ordinary darkness of night into something beautiful and vast and silver. When did you last look up at the moon and feel genuinely grateful for it? Bless the vegetation that feeds and nourishes you. When I eat, when Carl Jung philosophy brings this ancient wisdom into the present moment, I want you to consider blessing your food, thanking it for the life it offers to sustain yours. There is a reciprocity in existence that most of us have forgotten. Everything gives so that something else may live. Every morning, you are the recipient of 1,000 invisible gifts. Think now of the clothing you have available to you, the colors, the fabrics, the choices that allow you to move through the world in comfort. If it is warm, you have clothing to keep you cool. If it is cold, you have layers to wrap around yourself like a gentle embrace. Think of how many millions of people worked throughout all of history so that the technology of clothing could reach the level of abundance and variety that is simply ordinary to you now. Think of walking. The sheer miracle of being able to rise from this bed, place your feet on the floor, and move your body through space. The intricate choreography of muscles and nerves and bones that makes this possible. The places your feet have carried you. The experiences they have made available to you. And beyond walking, think of every form of transportation available to you. Bicycles and buses and automobiles and trains that carry you swiftly across landscapes that would have taken your ancestors months to traverse on foot. And airplanes, those extraordinary metal vessels that rise into the sky and carry human beings across oceans in hours. The next time a flight is delayed, rather than feeding frustration, try this instead. Acknowledge the miracle of what you are about to do. You are going to sit in a pressurized cabin, tens of thousands of feet above the surface of the earth, and arrive somewhere that once would have been unreachable in a single lifetime. And you are going to arrive safely because this technology, this extension of human intelligence and devotion, is remarkable. Everything deserves love, including the machines we travel in. Now bring your attention inward again, to the relationships in your life. Let your mind move gently through the people who are part of your story, the ones who love you, the ones who have challenged you, the ones who have hurt you, the ones who have held you. They are all, in their own ways, your teachers. They are all showing you something about yourself, about the world, about the nature of love. Be thankful for all of them, even the difficult ones, especially the difficult ones, because the places where we feel friction are the places where we have the most to discover about ourselves. Comment 11. I release who I was to become who I am meant to be right now. Take a quiet moment now. Let your awareness move lovingly through your life, through the chapters that have already been written and the ones still unfolding. The places you have been, the people who have touched your life, the experiences that have cracked you open and left you changed. Be thankful for all of it, for the joy and the sorrow and everything in between, because it brought you here, to this morning, to this moment, to this new beginning. Gratitude is not a passive feeling, it is an active force. When we genuinely open our hearts to thankfulness, we do not simply feel better, we change the frequency at which we are operating. We become magnetic to more of what we are acknowledging. We open a channel that allows more good to flow in. This is not wishful thinking. This is the structure of consciousness itself. There is a power within you, a presence, an intelligence, a force that has been here your entire life. It was there before you had words for it. It was there in the earliest moments of your existence. It has guided you through your darkest passages. It has placed the right people in your path at precisely the right moments. It has whispered possibility into your ear when everything around you said, "Give up." This power is not outside of you. It does not live in some distant realm that you must earn access to through suffering or sacrifice or perfection. It lives in you. It is you at the deepest level. And it is always available, always active, always working toward your highest expression of life. All you need to do is stop fighting it. So many of us wake up in the morning and immediately try to force our way through the day, pushing, striving, controlling, managing every outcome, every impression, every moment. We exhaust ourselves trying to grip a river. But life, like breath, like the beating of the heart, does not respond to force. It responds to alignment. It responds to trust. It responds to the willingness to participate rather than to control. When you allow the intelligence of the universe to operate through you rather than trying to override it with your anxious mind, something extraordinary begins to happen. The right words come when you need them. The right doors open at the right time. The right people appear. Solutions arrive from directions you never would have thought to look. This is not coincidence. This is you in alignment with the power that created you, the power that is still creating you in every moment. Now let us address one of the greatest obstacles to this alignment. The one thing that more than almost anything else closes the channel and keeps us living in a smaller version of our lives than we were meant to inhabit. Unresolved anger, resentment, blame, These are not moral failures. They are not signs of weakness. They are simply the natural result of being a human being who has experienced pain. And we have all experienced pain. Every single one of us, without exception, has known betrayal and disappointment and grief and loss. The question is not whether we have been wounded. The question is whether we are willing to lay down the weight of that wound. Because here is what resentment actually is. It is you drinking poison and waiting for someone else to suffer from it. It keeps you tethered to a moment that has already passed. It keeps you in a relationship with a version of the past that is preventing you from fully inhabiting your present. Drop 777. I release what no longer serves my soul, and I choose freedom in the comments below. So let us do this together right now. With me, in your mind or aloud if you are able. I release all need for anger. I release all resentment. I release all blame of others and of myself. I genuinely forgive everyone who has ever hurt me, to the fullest extent I am able in this moment. I forgive myself for every way I have fallen short of my own vision of who I am. I release the need to be right. I release the need to be understood by everyone. I choose freedom over being justified. I choose peace over being correct. I choose love. Feel what shifts in your body as you say those words, even slightly, even a small releasing. That is real. That is the channel opening. Now let us think about where you are going today. What awaits you beyond this bed, beyond the walls of this space? Wherever you are headed, to work, to an appointment, to the grocery store, to a meeting that fills you with dread or excitement, or both, I want you to practice something that will change the texture of your entire day. Send love ahead of you. Before you arrive anywhere, send your love there first. Let it move ahead of you through time and space, blessing the building, the people, the energy of the space before you even walk through the door. If you are heading to work, send love to your colleagues, to your workspace, to the work itself. Send love to the difficult coworker you have been navigating. Not because they deserve it in the way you might typically think of deserving, but because the love you send out ahead of you transforms the experience you walk into. If you are going to the doctor, send love to the office, to the hands that will care for you, to the process of healing that is already underway in your body and in your life. If you are going to have a difficult conversation today, send love ahead to that conversation, to both of you who will be in it, and trust that something good can come from it. Whatever we send ahead returns to us. Whatever energy we broadcast into our day is the energy we will encounter in our day. This is not poetic language. This is a description of how consciousness actually operates in the world. Now I want to give you something to carry with you, not as a burden, but as a gift. A practice so simple that you might be tempted to dismiss it, and yet so powerful that, if you truly commit to it, it will begin to change the architecture of how you experience yourself and your life. As you move through this day, say this to yourself, over and over, as many times as you can remember. In the quiet moments, in the difficult moments, in the moments when you catch your reflection somewhere and the old voice of criticism begins to rise. I approve of myself. Say it with me now. I approve of myself. I approve of myself. I am worthy of love exactly as I am. I am willing to grow, willing to learn, willing to meet this life with curiosity and courage. And I do not need to be finished or perfect or resolved in order to be worthy of love right now. I approve of myself. Write 333. I am aligned, I am worthy, I am already enough in the comments below. Feel how those words land in your body. Notice where there is resistance. Notice where something in you wants to argue, wants to list all the reasons why you do not deserve that statement, why it is not yet earned. That resistance is not the truth. That resistance is just the accumulated weight of every time someone told you, explicitly or implicitly, that you were not enough. And it has been there so long that it has started to feel like it belongs to you. Like it is simply a fact about who you are. It is not a fact. It is a wound, and wounds can heal. You are worthy of your own approval, not because of what you have accomplished, or how you have performed, or how others perceive you. Simply because you exist. Simply because you are here, in this body, in this life, doing the best you know how with what you have been given. That is enough. You are enough. Carry this with you today. Let it be the undercurrent beneath everything you do. This day that stretches out before you now, unknown and full and waiting, this day belongs to you. Whatever it brings, you are equipped to meet it. You are supported by the intelligence within you, by the love within you, by the vast, unimaginable power of the presence that has been guiding your life since before you were born. Let this day be infused with love. Let it be peaceful in the places where peace is possible. Let it be vibrant and awake and full of the small revelations that are waiting in ordinary moments. In a cup of coffee, in the way the light falls through a window, in an unexpected act of kindness, in a conversation that goes somewhere surprising and good. Let this day bring new insight. Let it bring a shift in perspective you did not see coming. Let it bring an unexpected opening, a door that was not there yesterday, an opportunity that arrives from a direction you were not watching. Let this be a day when something inside you softens a little more, opens a little more, trusts a little more. Drop 11. I am awakening to my highest self, and I welcome all that I am becoming in the comments now. Because here is what I want you to understand, what Carl Jung philosophy has existed to illuminate in all the work we do together. You are not a finished thing. You are not a fixed point. You are not the sum of your past experiences or your old stories or the limitations that others projected onto you. You are a living, evolving, expanding expression of something far greater than any single moment of your life could contain. Every morning that you wake up is evidence of that. Every morning is an invitation to step more fully into who you actually are. Not who you were yesterday, not who your fears say you are, not who the smallest version of your story has made you out to be. Who you actually are. And who you actually are is extraordinary. You are a being capable of love so vast it has no ceiling. You are a being capable of creativity that has never existed in this exact form before, and will never exist again. You are a being who has survived everything that has come for you so far. And not just survived, but who has grown, who has deepened, who has become more themselves through the fire of it. This is your day, not a rehearsal for your day, not a stepping stone to the day that matters. This day, right now, the one beginning in this breath, in this moment of choosing what you carry with you into the hours ahead. Take one more deep breath now. Let it fill every corner of your lungs. Feel the aliveness of it, the cellular recognition of life continuing, of the story still being written, of the chapter that is beginning right now that you have not yet read. Hold it for just a moment, and then release. Let it go completely. Let the exhale carry away everything you no longer need, every story that has held you back, every version of yourself that was too small, every wound that is ready to close, every fear that is ready to dissolve. You are ready for this day. You are ready for more than this day. You are ready for what this day is making possible, for the sequence of events that is being set into motion by the simple, radical act of you waking up with intention, with love, with openness, with the willingness to let your life be more beautiful than you have yet dared to imagine. Go now. Rise slowly. Feel your feet on the floor. Notice the miracle of standing, of balance, of a body that rises to meet a new day without being asked. And carry with you this truth, woven through everything you do today. You are divinely guided. You are infinitely supported. You are already, right now, as you are, enough. This is your new beginning. Go and live it fully. And as you step into this day, carry with you one final truth, one that Carl Jung returned to again and again throughout his life's work, one that this ancient wisdom has been pointing toward all along. You are not here by accident. This life, with its specific contours and textures, its particular joys and its particular sorrows, its relationships and its solitudes, its questions and its rare and precious moments of clarity. This life was not assembled at random. You were placed here, in this time, in this body, with this specific combination of gifts and wounds and longings, because there is something only you can contribute. There is a shape of consciousness that is entirely yours, a way of seeing, of feeling, of being in the world that has never existed before and will not exist again. The work of your life is not to become someone else. It is not to fix yourself into some idealized version that finally meets the standards your inner critic has been enforcing all these years. The work of your life is to become more completely, more courageously, more lovingly yourself. Every morning is a new opportunity to do that work, not by forcing or striving or pushing, but by choosing. Choosing the thoughts that build rather than diminish. Choosing the love that expands rather than the fear that contracts. Choosing to see the extraordinary in the ordinary fabric of your days. Drop 333. I am aligned. I am worthy. I am becoming exactly who I was meant to be. In the comments right now. You are at the threshold of a new chapter. Not because everything has been resolved or because your circumstances have changed overnight, but because you are here, awake, willing. Because you chose this morning to begin with intention rather than inertia. That willingness, that single, quiet, daily choice, is the seed from which everything else grows. There is so much good waiting for you, more than you can currently imagine. The version of your life that is possible for you is larger and more luminous and more genuinely satisfying than any version you could construct from the vantage point of your fears. Trust the process. Trust the intelligence within you. Trust the power that has been holding you all along. Now, take a long, slow, complete breath. Feel your lungs expand fully. Feel the miracle of oxygen moving into your blood, reaching every cell, sustaining the extraordinary phenomenon of your life. And on the exhale, let go. Let go of every reservation, every held back part of yourself, every apology for your existence. Open your eyes. Feel your feet. Rise. This is your day. This is your life. This is the moment the best chapter of your story begins. The morning light is already here. The world is already in motion. Birds are already singing somewhere outside your window, or will be soon. The coffee is waiting to be made. The day is waiting to be lived. And you are ready. Not because you have figured everything out, not because the fear is completely gone or the uncertainty has resolved, but because you have done the most important thing. You have begun. You have chosen presence over numbness, intention over habit, love over fear. That is everything. That is the whole of it. Go live it, all of it, with every part of who you are. We will meet again at the end of this day, and you will have so much to be grateful for. There is a specific kind of pain that has no name in ordinary language. Not grief, not failure. Something the ancient alchemists understood long before modern psychology had words for it. Carl Jung called it the nigredo, the dark phase. The season in which everything that once gave your life meaning begins to dissolve. If your old identity no longer fits, if the ambitions that once drove you feel hollow, hear this clearly. Nothing is going wrong. Something is going right. Drop 11. I release who I was to become who I am meant to be in the comments right now. Jung saw this not as breakdown, but as initiation. The psyche withdrawing from a life that no longer fits, preparing for something more authentically yours. The hardest part is the urge to escape, to reach back for the old self and reassemble it from the pieces. But that is not recovery. That is postponement. Stay in the uncertainty. The deeper identity is already taking shape. Write 333. I am at the threshold, and I trust what is becoming, in the comments below. The best chapter does not begin when everything is resolved. It begins here, in the willingness to remain.